The time has finally come. Today we are listening to Temple of the Dog, and the song is Hunger Strike. Here we go.
Already overfilled, yeah. But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies with slaves are working. The blood is on the table, and the mouths are choking.
Oh golly, I didn't want to stop it. I wanted to hear them both at the same time because you guys you've said so many good things. And obviously you were right. Now I will go listen again, and we're going to talk about some vocals because there are just so many special things that they do. Their voices both have that incredible sort of snarl and bite that I think makes them blend so beautifully together. And even though for a big part of this opening section, we were getting them individually, you still want that sort of blending ability so that it's not a complete shock when the next voice takes over. You want some qualities that are similar, maybe a few that they share, just so that, it doesn't take you too much by surprise. Because I think when you have two voices that are just polar opposites, I mean, there's a time and a place for that, but it's very jarring, and it's a lot for a listener to have to sort of reprogram and sort of get ready for another voice. And so I think it's so much easier, and for me it's really enjoyable to be able to appreciate the differences between the two, but to do so with that underlying thread of similarity, so that it just sounds like, I don't know, sounds like they're related. So here we go. Love the slight height in his vowels. Instead of bread, we're getting bread. Decadence instead of decadence. He's maintaining that beautiful brightness without having to spread to achieve it. And I love that.
I can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Yeah, but it's on the table, the fire's cooking.
Oh, the way he was singing these ends at the end of phrases. Here we go.
But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies with slaves are working.
It's almost like a little bit of vibrato that comes in at the tiny little ending part. Let me hear that one more time.
The slaves are working.
Maybe he's pressing a little bit more air into that because we get, well, first off, the way I've talked about R-colored vowels a little bit and how anytime, especially I feel with a lot of, English pronunciation in songs, it's very easy to let an R sort of color a vowel. So instead of like the word work, sometimes you just want to pick one pure vowel and then sort of cap it with the R and the K in this case. So instead of workin', where it has that R throughout, you would just say workin' and try and get the R a little bit closer to the end. Here, when he said the word or saying the word workin', it almost sounded like the I in workin' had a little bit of an N coloring to it. So you kind of felt the N coming in sooner than it actually was. And then we got the N, and then it sounded like he pressed just a little more air, like kind of tightened it up a little bit. So we got a little bit of movement, a little bit of oscillation on that very last little sound.
The slaves are working. The blood is on the table and the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry. I don't.
One more time, ending of that line, his phrasing. I love his phrasing so much. Just when you have the air and you have the capacity to sustain a line, sometimes it's just so pleasing to the ear to get these elongated phrases when you have the capacity to do that. And he delivers.
The blood is on the table and the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry. I don't mind.
So as soon as Eddie Vedder starts singing, there's just this tiny, I'm going to say fullness. There's this added fullness in sound, maybe a little bit more open pharyngeal space and a little less of that bite that we get from Chris Cornell, but still both have that thread of edginess, and I love it because it almost sounds like I said before, it sounds like they could be related because of those similar qualities.
I'm going hungry. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence, but I can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already on the table, the fire's cooking.
Now, I know this is a music video, but I remember from the first time I watched him sing, I'm just so fascinated by his embouchure, the way he positions his lips, some of the tightness he uses in his facial muscles, and just how he manages to contain sound using his the muscles in his face. It's fascinating to me. And so I like that, even though, yes, I know this is a music video, there's probably lots of lip syncing happening, they still, I mean, everyone's different. I don't know a singer's process when it comes to recording a music video, but a lot of times singers will still sing along, even if it's, you know, at a lower volume, just to make sure breath and, you know, tongue positioning, everything looks authentic when it's paired with or synced with the studio recording. So, anywho.
And the farming babies of the slaves are all working, and it's on the table, the mouths are choking, but I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry.
I also love that in that section, obviously Chris Cornell, we're getting these high notes which give off the feeling of intensity, of desperation, but Eddie Vedder still, within that range, within those lower notes, still carried that intensity and just that drive in his vocal line. And so, again, they pair so beautifully together. It doesn't feel like one is lacking when they're together. It feels like they are both just holding their own in such a beautiful way.
I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. Stealing bread. I don't mind stealing bread.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna back this up just because I was not ready for this and I want to take it all in.
I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. Stealing bread. I don't mind stealing bread. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry.
Oh my goodness. Okay, one more time. Love the improv from both of them. Many of you have mentioned Chris Cornell's range and referred to this song in particular, and 1000%. It's, oh my goodness, it's so thrilling to hear. I love the texture in his voice, especially in those upper notes. He was giving a little bit of Steven Tyler vibes for me. Just that it's not a fry. It's got this tiny, like, bubbly, textured quality to it that I just adore. And he was doing that all within a mix. He wasn't flipping over in, well, chest dominant mix. He wasn't flipping that really into a head dominant place, which made it that much more powerful and almost like guttural considering the text and what they're singing. And yet, throughout all of that, he's still not, stealing the show. He is very much collaborating, and Eddie Vedder just, I don't know, it would be so easy to, I mean, we've all heard songs where, the person with the high notes gets all the glory and the person with the low notes just kind of like, good job, great support. No, like, I feel like they feed off each other so beautifully, and it's just, they are on equal levels. I don't feel like someone is stealing the show. I feel like they are just contributing and giving, and it's awesome to hear. Last time, promise. I think above all else, I love most just how impassioned that felt. I need to hear it a few more times. There's just a lot to take in, and I love the emphasis on the text while still delivering so much emotional intensity. I think that's what I'm taking away from this, but that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.